All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. I know it's been a while. We've been going through some things, but we're trying to get everything back in action. My name is Mingo, filling in for Manny. I got my friend Tony. Tony, right?
Correct.
What else do you go by?
My nickname nowadays is Paychecks. That's with 2 X's at the end because I keep it twice as sexy.
Twice as sexy. All
All
right.
right, and I'm Sebastian.
No extra nothings on that
No,
one?
nothing. I don't keep it any sexy.
So now my friend Tony, or Paychecks with 2 X's because he keeps it twice as sexy.
That's going to get old.
Yeah, I know, right? We went to high school together, and he's been listening to the podcast, and we had a conversation, and I don't know if you remember, but we talked about on TikTok, girls were.
I don't try to remember anything.
I know you hate TikTok, but girls were lying when they were sitting on the toilet, saying that they took a shit and they had painted their fingernails while they were doing it. And would you wipe your girlfriend's butt? And you were adamant, absolutely not. I think somewhere in the, depending on how long or whatever was my answer, but Tony said he had a different take on it, so I'm interested in hearing it. What do you got?
Well, my take is coming from someone that's been married for going on over 2 decades now, and when I was listening to you guys talk, I understood you guys were talking from a single man's point of view.
Right.
And from a single man's point of view, yeah, I would think that is pretty nasty. But from a married man's point of view, what's mine is mine. What's mine is hers. What's hers is mine. That includes...
Say it.
Wiping somebody's ass?
Wiping somebody's ass. Of course, from that perspective of she was doing it because she was painting her nails and, ha, ha, ha. But in a real setting, if my wife asked me to do that because of some situation...
Right, that's
real.
Yeah, that's totally
Yeah.
different. And I would have to do it. I couldn't say no.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question, Tony, because you brought up a good point, because I think I tried to point that out when we were talking about it. And even before I turned it over to you, was it depends on the time. Now, you and your wife, I don't know if I'm supposed to say her name or not, but you and your wife have been together for 20 years, right?
24.
Or over 24?
24, I love you, baby.
Dang.
Oh, wow. All right. Congratulations, you guys, by the
Thank
way.
you.
Because it just passed, right?
Yeah.
All right. So over 24 years now. And would you have done it early in the relationship, though? Because I think in the first, in the first decade, maybe in the first 7 years, perhaps, there's a struggle for who's on top, who's running the shit.
Yeah, you do make a good point. Again, I was looking at it from a point of view of a married man of 24 years.
Right.
So yeah, of course, those beginning years where you don't go to the bathroom in front of somebody, in front of her or him.
Right.
You want to keep that kind of private. And then it reaches that point where the door is just left open now. And we walk in when the other person's handling the business, and it's no big deal. So
Really?
yeah, I mean, come on.
Well,
You're sharing a bathroom?
I gave it time before I went. I didn't just go in behind her.
Wow.
Like, we were married for 9 years, almost 9 years, and I'd always shut the door when I'd go take a shit. There's no way that I want to, like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I understand you want to keep it fresh, if you will,
Right.
including the smell, but it's you guys, you're married. What else? Honestly, sometimes my kids are walking on me now. Because, for example, in my family, we give each other a kiss goodbye every time we leave the house.
Right.
If I'm on the John, they got to give me a kiss goodbye. There's no ifs, ands, or
I'll
buts
skip the
about
kiss this morning, Dad. Thanks. See you later.
it. No,
I think you watched Friday one too many times. Huh?
I call that going county style.
Okay.
It's open. They come in. They it's real quick. Come, give me a kiss, and then they bounce.
All right, fuck it. This is for your kids. Next time you go in to give your dad a kiss and he's taking a shit, steal his shoes. So remember, county style, bitch.
Yeah.
They mine now. I'm coming for the pillow tonight. So, because like for me, like that, like, okay, I get it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be down to wipe an ass, like whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right?
Don't say it like that though.
Well,
because that makes it sound like you're gonna walk in. Hey, do you need me to do that for you, or do you got it?
Why not?
You see what I'm
that's a
saying?
little far.
Because that could roll into something totally different that maybe you're not ready to talk about. But
No,
after
I'm not.
24
You're right.
years of marriage,
and another thing, another point of view I was thinking about was it depends on how rough it was back there.
I said that too.
Let's maybe walk her into the shower
right?
See?
and turn it on and maybe wash it off a little bit before we actually start the wiping.
Right.
Because if she can't do anything with her hands because of her fingernails, as the
can't take a
example
shower
was,
either,
yeah.
right.
So I'll turn on the water for her and back her in, and you know. But again,
than on.
I think the whole point is looking at it from a different point of view. Yeah, I would have to do it, and I don't necessarily think I would complain about it.
You think she'd do it for you?
Yeah, she's done it for me.
Really?
I mean, because I was in a hospital at one point, and I was really bad.
Really?
What was I in the hospital for? I can't remember at the moment. I think I caught the bird flu.
Okay.
And let me tell you, I was jacked up. I was in the hospital for a week.
Really?
Dang.
Yep. And she would come visit every day, and there was once or twice at least I had to go to the bathroom, and she was my ride or die. She wiped me all up.
Wow.
Literally your right-hand man.
Yeah. And that was like 10 years ago.
But that's a true test of a relationship, though.
Yeah.
If you go wipe somebody's ass and still, be in love with them, you're good. You're in.
And now could you imagine me saying no to her?
Yeah. Right.
Right? Like, well, remember that time in the hospital?
Yeah. See what you eat for the next week. But because I think, the more I think about it, realistically, in the first 7 years, it really is a power struggle of who's going to be on top. Like, nobody wants to give up that ground.
Right.
And I think it's more so now. And I feel for you in your age of dating, because it's only going to get worse because women are, and this is going to be, are so empowered now.
Yeah.
And I see these TikToks, or I hear women talking, and the shit that they talk and say.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember girls in high school being that forward, and so, at least not to me. But
Well, it's that old cliche. When I went to school, my elders, uncles, older cousins, they'd come to my school, let's say for whatever reason, pick me up, whatever it was. We're downtown, and I'd see somebody I knew from high school, and the cliche is, girls didn't look like that when I went to high school.
right,
And I would say, this is no big deal. This is nothing. They're like, no, girls weren't like that when I went to high school.
Right.
And now I'm saying the same thing. Girls didn't act like that. Girls didn't dress like that when I went to high school. And to them, it's no big deal.
yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Because, and is it just that they're more open about being scandalous, and because now they have cell phones, and they have, because they're talking about WAP and all that bullshit. Just like, wait a minute, you know what I mean?
You know what it is? It's back in our day, it's how at least my mother reacted to Madonna. With the Like a Virgin, she was on stage rolling around in that wedding dress, and my mom was like, oh my God, what is this world coming to?
Right.
And we were like, well, that's no big deal.
But come on, there's something different between
But
talking about being cut for the very first time and talking about wet ass pussy. You know what I mean? And you have little girls singing it and doing the dances,
Yeah.
and you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit, what is going on?
it's all in relation, though. It's always that. It's a further step. It's another step forward. It's another step further.
I don't know, Tony.
Is it forward?
Yeah, right? Might be a little sideways, you know what I mean? Dude, I don't know. That's some scary shit, though. I see these kids, and I see the things that they're talking about. And I was going through TikTok, because that's like my main research page for what we talk about.
Right.
And I was going through there, and
Can I sidebar? That is the most depressing shit that I've ever heard you say.
yeah, I know. What do you want me to tell you?
Is
I
that
don't.
TikTok is your morning newspaper.
Yeah, right. I don't do shit. I don't go out. I don't. Hey, fucking TikTok. I'm gonna find somebody on TikTok. That's where your new mom's coming from.
Bullshit, you will.
So I was looking on there, and this girl was talking about and showed this video of she had put on a podcast, right, and got in the car with her parents, and her fucking phone Bluetooth and sync with the car.
Right.
It got in sync, right? So which the Bluetooth, what the podcast was talking about, started playing through the speakers in the car. And they were talking about giving head and the best way to do it and all this bullshit on this podcast, right?
Man.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Is that the Misfits?
And this girl, I wasn't going to plug anybody. I don't know if that's who it was or not.
Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So but these girls, and I started looking through the comments because I was like, fuck, do girls really listen to that kind of filth? Like, really? So I started looking through it, and there was so many comments of these girls that listen to this podcast. Right? So I said, well, fuck it. Here, check ours out because we got about the same kind of content. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. But it just kind of, it kind of blew my mind that how open and just how dirty women have become. But even the older ones talk about it and sing about WAP on fucking TikTok and all that bullshit. I don't know. Maybe I've just been out of the game for so long.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't reached a TikTok point. I'm still stuck on YouTube myself.
Yeah, you stay off of TikTok. Probably better for your marriage.
Ooh-wee. That was fast.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, Facebook and all that other shit.
Again, it's one of those. I don't mess with Facebook yet. Not that I will, but it's just I've avoided it because I don't want to be stuck looking, always checking things.
Yeah,
and. You know what? Nobody needs to know my business.
A friend of mine said, yeah, I hadn't been on. I didn't want to get on. And I got on. And, my nephew, I didn't want to get on. And my wife finally told, yeah, get one. She convinced me. I went on. She said, dude, he said, these girls just started pinging me. Like they wanted me to add them. And he says, I've got all these. I don't even know who these people are. Said, I don't remember who. I said, yeah, you need to get off. Yeah. Just cut it all off. Just shut it down, dude.
Well, when you miss out on things like you get invited to a party that's tomorrow.
Right.
And it's like, well, that's not great notice. And they said, well, I put it on Facebook 3 weeks ago. You just don't have Facebook, and I totally forgot you don't have Facebook.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but that ain't cool, right?
Yeah, it ain't. But it's happened.
Speaking of that, we are doing November 1st at a hot water casino right here off the I-10.
Yeah, how about not broadcasting that?
Why not?
Because I don't want to die.
Free drinks, buddy.
I don't want to die.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention to you, your mom texted me this morning about what we were doing for your 21st birthday. She asked if I was
elated?
She asked if I was taking you to Vegas, and I said no because you didn't want to go there. I said, but we are doing one here at the casino next to the house. If you guys would like to come, great.
Oh, fucking hell.
Your mother and stepmother.
Bull fucking shit.
I shit you not. I'll show you the fucking text.
Did you just go visit them not too long ago?
Unfortunately. Yes. We took family pictures, so
nice.
that'll be a great transition. Family pictures with my grandparents, little brothers.
Oh, wow.
Stepdad and mom.
Right.
To
somebody holding a bucket under your face.
Fucking sloppy it.
What day of the week does your birthday fall on this year?
Sunday.
So that means we'll go Saturday night, which is the 31st.
Oh,
Halloween.
good thinking. Oh, whoa. Halloween.
Yeah, October 31st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, his birthday's November 1st. So
wow.
do we want to do it the 1st?
No, because that's a Sunday.
Right.
Well, you could also, it's a casino. You go Sunday and Saturday night and go stay all day Sunday.
There you go. So when they shut down the bar,
it's going to be like
time to kind of.
It's going to be like that fucking part in Percy Jackson where they're stuck in the fucking Lotus Casino.
Yeah, because they only shut down for 2 hours in the casino, right?
I don't even know if they shut down. Do they?
I don't know.
I hope so.
A casino.
Well, no, I mean the bar. They shut it down at like 2, right?
I hope so.
I think it's Indian land. Why would they shut down?
I don't know.
I don't think necessarily they go by the rules of the local 7-Eleven per se.
Right? Well, we need to get in contact with somebody at Hot Water.
Midnight you start drinking, drink till 6 a.m. and then get some breakfast while you're there.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to go to dinner before so that I have something as a buffer.
You got to watch what you put it as a buffer, though.
What?
Well, you just got to watch how much you eat because you got to remember, no matter how hard you try, you're going to throw up.
Yeah, I'm going to love you for that, by the way.
So you got to remember that whatever you throw up, you're tasting it the other way.
With a little burn.
Yeah. A little burn? It'll be a lot.
So make sure it's something that you can live without.
Wow.
Because you're probably not going to want to go back to that for a while. So like Outback, probably not something you want to do. Like, California Pizza Kitchen, probably not something you're going to want to do. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Olive Garden, go do some Olive Garden.
In all actuality, what you do is you just go to the casino like at 10:30 and eat at the bar there.
Yeah.
Just get bar food, buffalo wings.
Oh, we could do
the whole
that.
shebang. And then once midnight hits, show them your
It's
ID.
over.
And
Me a
it's
drink.
on.
I won't remember the rest.
Yep. Because we got a friend named Jimmy. It's his name, right?
Do I know any of your friends that are going?
Don't worry about it. You'll know.
No, I'm worried. I'm worried.
We have Contreras coming.
I don't know who that is.
We call him Moco.
Still don't know who that is.
He's coming. Tony will be there. His wife
Okay,
will be
he's
there.
fine.
We have the girls from my work will be there.
Oh, yay. Because they're lovely.
Manny will be there.
Oh, fantastic.
Grandma will be there. Your
Oh,
your
God.
your cousins.
I'm
It is
gonna
a big- it is
I'm
a
going to
big
be
deal.
dead 5 minutes in.
Oh, dude, you have no
I'm going to
idea.
be fucked.
My daughter just turned 21 last year. Yeah, last year. And what we did was we went to a winery. And my wife and I, we rented like a Greyhound bus. I don't know what
Okay.
they're called. And
Oh,
there was
like a
like
party
maybe,
bus?
40 or 50 of us that went.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And we got plastered all. Well, not necessarily me per se.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah. It was a good time because it's 21. It's a big deal.
Yeah. You only do it once, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember your
Fucking
21st
hell.
birthday? What'd you do?
Psh, I do. I was parking cars at the time at Kobe's,
Okay.
and it was my actual birthday.
Dude, I forgot you
Yeah.
did that shit. Yeah.
I can tell you some stories about car parking. Man, good times. But it was my birthday. And when I got done with work, I was driving home and I decided, let me get my first drink. So I actually stopped at Black Angus, which was a few
On the way.
restaurants on the road. Went to the bar, asked for my first beer. The bartender asked me for my ID, showed it to him. He said, "Oh, it's your birthday. This one's on the house." Gave me my first beer,
Oh, shit.
drank it. A couple guys down the way heard it was my birthday. They bought me my second one. I had 2 drinks. I didn't want to drink anymore because I was already scared of
Right.
drinking and driving. So that was a great time. Something I always remember.
So just 2 drinks and that was it?
Yeah. And I went home.
I sank a pontoon boat on my 21st birthday.
Wow.
He just stepped onto it.
Fuck you.
You're going to... How are you going to say that and not expect me to say
Yeah, I
that?
know,
joke?
right? Yeah, we had got out to Lake Havasu. We were there for a car show. And, God, there must have been about 15 of us on this pontoon boat. And we had beer and shit. We were all over Lake Havasu, right? And, we were out there drinking or whatever. And then we'd stop. Everybody jump in to cool down, get back on the pontoon boat. And then we'd drive around a little bit more, right? Well, one guy was really tall and he would sit on the front of the pontoon boat and his leg was long enough where his heel would still skip over the water.
Wow.
So he was spitting water back at everybody behind him, right? So everybody's all complaining. So we stopped the boat. Everybody jumped in the water. Everybody got back in. Everybody went to the front of the boat, but me, Randy Patterson, you remember him?
Uh-huh.
And Jeff Dixon. Jeff Dixon jumped in on the front. And as soon as everybody was sitting on the front, Randy gunned it, right? To lift the front of the boat.
Right.
The opposite happened. The fucking front of the boat sank. And it went straight down up to where the little podium is where the steering wheel's at, right? And we're inverted in the water straight up like this. And I'm holding on and that fucking boat shot back out of the water and splashed back on it. Wow. And we thought, fuck, we just killed everybody.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody got on the boat real quick and nobody knew where Jeff was at. That motherfucker swam all the way under the boat and came out behind it, dude. I'm like, bro, if that propeller would have hit you, you'd have been done. It was crazy, dude.
White boys do crazy stuff like that all the time.
Right? I could tell you some shit. Let me tell you. I hung out with a lot of white people. I could tell you some shit. But we, after that, we just sat there on the boat for a little while and just everybody was like, hey, let's not drink for right now. But yeah, we sank a pontoon boat. Speakers didn't work in the front of the boat anymore.
Where are the motors on those things? They're not. Are they?
It's in the back.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's right behind the 2 pontoons in the back.
Okay.
It's crazy. It was a lot of fun though. Scary as shit.
I bet.
Scary as shit. And then that night I was on the boat with a girl
Oh,
And-
you okay with this, Sebastian?
Yeah.
All right.
I heard the story of how it was conceived. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, there's what I didn't know your mom then.
I don't care.
Okay. So I was on a pontoon boat with this girl, and we were talking, and here comes, we called him Stymie. Here comes Stymie because he thought we had his fucking shoes on the boat, and he was pissed off, and he comes out cock blocking. I'm just here to get my goddamn shoes, dude. Your shoes aren't fucking here. Go. And he ended up climbing on the boat and wanted to hang out. And we're like, oh my god. Next thing I know, everybody's back on the goddamn boat. But it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I sang a pontoon boat that weekend. Got my trophy for number 1 that weekend. It was good. It was a good weekend.
Cool.
21 was good. But yours, my friend.
I'm going to die.
It's gonna
I'm
be
convinced. I'm convinced. I'm going to wake up and not remember anybody.
Yeah.
Do you drink at all now?
No, because I'm not 21.
Good answer.
Yeah, good answer. But you do, right? Like, yeah, sip every once in a while.
Yeah.
Nothing like.
When I'm at home,
I've never seen him like.
I've felt it.
drunk or-
I've felt it in my head before, and kind of in my vision.
Like
but
I
I
could-
haven't been.
You know, that little bead of sweat that builds up
Right,
there,
yeah,
right
yeah,
before
yeah,
you get
yeah.
too drunk.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah. All my friends were over for my 19th birthday here. Like my close ring of friends. We were just sipping on. I was the only one on my 19th that wasn't fucking plastered.
So I'm gonna tell you this. You have to be ready to vomit. Take a toothbrush with you. That way, when you throw up, you can brush your teeth and go right back to drinking.
Oh, okay.
Like a true white boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Or just at least a little Listerine in the pocket. Swig
Yeah, we'll
it.
get you a little travel one. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be good. It's gonna be fun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Okay.
buy rain jackets for everybody. The little
Back in
yellow
my
ones.
back in my day, it was Banaka Blast.
Yeah.
Do they still make that?
No, I did, but they do have the drops. They have the little Listerine strips. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, they
okay.
dissolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
That
don't
might
know.
make you want to throw up
Yeah.
more though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I do the mouthwash so you can spit it out and
Yeah,
get back to business.
Fuck around and put that little strip too far back on your
Shut
tongue.
up. I'm going to throw up now. I can barely talk about it. Jesus.
So, Tony, I know this is your first time doing this kind of thing. How do you feel in here? Do you feel kind of like you like it? Is it something you'd want to do? Like, I mean, you don't have to. I'm not asking you.
Yeah,
to,
I'm temporarily in the Manny chair for now, but
Right.
you know, it's just a trip how listening to it, you know, in my earbuds, and now seeing how it's actually done.
Right.
It's kind of a trip. So it's like now I see how you guys sit and look at each other and look at me
Right.
as you would Manny right now, because both of you are looking at me expecting a nice long answer.
We'd look at Manny with a little more
Like,
confusion.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, it shows. Yeah, I can hear it.
Well, that's good. that
You gotta love
you
it
can hear
when his choice of words sometimes when it's completely wrong,
Right.
and you just catch him on it. It's the funniest thing in the world.
I love
But
doing
he's a
that.
great guy.
That's my
good.
favorite.
It's a lot of fun. We all do it all. I mean, we all get caught up. We all get caught doing some dumb shit or whatever, saying the wrong thing. But
Yeah.
so Halloween, are you guys doing Halloween? I know that's a
You know, we don't know exactly what's even going on with Halloween yet, because what we like to do is just hand out candy in my front yard.
right.
I got some buddies that come over. We're just in the driveway with a table with candies. We'll get some food. We're drinking. And kids, you know, we love watching the kids, what costumes they come up with. But I don't know what's going on this year with it, to be honest with you.
They said that you paint a purple pumpkin, paint a pumpkin purple, and put it in your front yard. That way, they know you're handing out candy.
Well,
what I heard.
Yeah, we'd never had a problem with it because like I said, we're in the actual driveway.
Okay.
You know, we set up a table, the whole nine. But it's just more of our kids even coming out to trick or treat this year. We don't know.
Now, if anybody in Arkansas or back east in the Appalachians, if you're listening, and you find a purple pumpkin, don't cross it, because remember, that means they can shoot you because you're onto their land. So, that purple pumpkin doesn't mean enter.
Dude,
It means get the
imagine
fuck away.
if people started doing that and some poor kid walks into the yard like on, what's that, Monster House movie?
Right?
The little girl on the trike?
Oh, yeah. So old man comes out, trick or treat, motherfucker.
Do you hear about the my daughter was telling me this about a blue pumpkin pail. I think it's blue.
Yes, it's for autistic children.
Yeah. That was a trip. I never knew that.
Yeah, it's really kind of weird. It's all really not weird, but that it's come around.
Yeah,
and people are really paying attention to that stuff. And for kids on the spectrum, I mean, back when we were growing up, it was fucking toughen up. You know what I mean? What the fuck? And ADHD was cured with a belt. I mean,
right.
Fuck, you know what I mean?
Jesus.
Whoop your ass until you pay attention. You know
No
what
wonder you're all so angry.
Yeah, but fuck. But that's also why we're so soft on our kids, and you all motherfuckers turn out the way you have. You know what I mean? Like, not you, but the
Yeah,
next generation.
that's better.
Well, when you see a blue pumpkin come up, are you supposed to do anything different? I understand you're supposed to know that they might be different,
Right.
But are you supposed to treat them differently? To not, for lack of a better description, ignite a situation. I mean, do you say, "Hey, that's a great costume," and will they freak out? I'm not trying to be mean about it, but
No, you're absolutely right, because even though you know that that's for autism, you don't know what kind of autism they have,
and I don't
How
want
far
to
on
treat
the
them
spectrum
differently
they are.
to where it's plainly obvious.
right? So I don't know, because
Hey,
you're
little
right.
one, would you like some candy?
If you say it loud, because here's the problem. Here's what I see, and I think is what you're trying to say. Here's the problem. If you come up and you see the blue pail and you don't say shit because you're like, fuck, right?
Right.
Then you're a dick, right?
Like treat.
But if you come up and you, hey, great costume, the kid fucking freaks out, fuck, you're a dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're damned if you do and you're damned
It's
if
one
you
of those
don't.
things. If you go crazy, damn, didn't you see the blue pumpkin? But if you're too nice, it's just you still gotta treat him the same.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just a blue pumpkin.
Like, why are you treating him like he's
So
not a normal kid?
Would it
Yeah,
be,
exactly.
Would it be fucked up to set up a separate table with a blue pail for you to get your candies out of that one? If you got I mean,
Those are the sugar-free candies.
They're my oh fuck.
diabetic babies
Yeah,
over
right.
here. Fuck, Tony's serving all the
Yeah,
community.
there you go.
But you're right though. Like how, and that is such a fucked up situation to put everybody else in, because you're right. When we grew up, it was, my mom always told me, a kid in a wheelchair, a kid, whatever, treat them the same. They just
Yeah.
want to be treated like
Yeah,
anybody
exactly.
else. I treat people like shit. Like, you want me to treat them like, you know what I mean? Like, which is honest, because you're going to say to him, oh, that's a great costume. All of a sudden he's going to freak out and then he's going to want to go home or
I mean,
whatever.
I'm going by, I'll just treat everyone the same.
Right.
And understand if something goes sideways for some reason, we know ahead of time why. But on the same token, should we...
But Tony, like, where do you draw the line? Because let me. Okay, so let's say. Okay, so you know that next year they're gonna have like tan buckets for kids that have fucking peanut allergies. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
where
yeah.
where do you draw the line? When do you stop saying, hey, you know what? I get it, but what am I supposed to do differently?
Yeah.
It's great that you're putting out a blue pail, but what the fuck do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's just like peanut allergies in elementary school. You can't bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Right.
Because one kid might have an allergy.
right.
So, yeah.
But even
I know
at that point, I remember at all of my schools, they had a section specifically for kids who had a peanut allergy.
Really?
So if you had a peanut allergy, you had to sit here. It sounds a lot like the 60s. I know. I'm
Yeah.
realizing that now. It sounds fucked up, but that's how it was.
And kids were actually in that corner?
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't a lot of kids, but there were kids there.
There was one fucking
imagine
kid
they
with
made
thick-ass
friends.
glasses,
Right.
and fucking braces on his legs, eating his
Yeah.
fucking cucumber
My
sandwich.
name's Larry. I can't have peanuts.
I was drinking water. That's not nice. But yeah, you know what? That's a really good question. And I know that I have friends that have autistic children, and they're probably gonna fucking
Why don't
pick
you
it in
prep
my
me
front
with that
yard,
so I
but-
don't laugh as hard?
fuck. It is what it is, dude. Like, I'm tired of being afraid of, especially with this cancel culture where you can't say shit, you can't laugh at
Yeah.
nothing, you can't. They say toxic masculinity, but I think at the same time they're creating toxic feminism, because they're taking away all the shit that makes a man because it makes you too manly. But yet they want you to have a fucking beard, and they want you to be rugged, and they want you to be able to build houses, and they want you to be able to do this. Well, that's the way we fucking interact with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because they still want us to throw out the trash.
Right.
They still expect us to kill the roach that's running across the kitchen
To
floor.
wipe their ass.
Right. To wipe. Yeah, right? All the way to wiping their ass. That was a good way to bring it all the way around, Sebastian. But it's very true. It's they cripple you as a man because you can't act away. Like I know you remember, we all talked so much shit together when it was the 4 of us hanging out or the 5 of us hanging out. I remember one night, poor fucking the other Tony, we were in my car and we were driving from Palm Springs to Desert Hot Springs, and I had the windows up, and he kept asking me to roll the window down because he was claustrophobic.
No. The windows were rolled down, and at one point you rolled them up for some reason.
Right.
And he was like, "No, please keep them down."
Oh, because we were going through where all the sand was at.
Right. And then you rolled them down, but then we started talking shit. And the other Tony was getting a little bit too bold with his words to Mingo over here. And Mingo says, "Okay, I'll show you."
I think I've heard this
Windows
story.
started going up. And he was like, no, I'm sorry.
I have heard that story. I think I heard it once.
But that was the kind of shit that we did to each other, though. You know what I mean? Like, you talk shit, and if you got something on somebody, fuck, it's on, dude. I can't wait till he comes at me, because I'm gonna hit him with this shit, right?
The amount of times I did that shit in high school.
And now
God, I love it.
And now you can't say anything to anybody. You can't hurt anybody's feelings. Look, bullying has been around since the beginning of time. No, it's not right. And there are some kids that can't help themselves. But I think some parents, don't allow their children the opportunity, don't afford them the opportunity to learn how to defend themselves, whether it be with words or in a physical manner. They need to learn and have coping mechanisms to deal with that kind of stuff, because there's bullying until you die, and it's just in different forms.
But isn't it also just a natural thing to establish a pecking order?
Yes.
In the jungle, you got your lions that, there's a pecking order.
Only the strong will survive. Yeah. They kill the weakest one.
You got to establish a pecking order.
Absolutely.
And you got to know where you are on that pecking order. And that might just be saving you from getting your ass whooped one day, because you don't go messing with the person that's higher than you in the pecking order.
Right.
That's
and
all.
if you were smart, you figured out what the fucking pecking order was real quick. And sometimes you was a knucklehead and had to find out the fucking hard way.
Yes, sir.
You know
My
what I mean?
first week in middle school, I'm from Palm Springs. I don't know anything about gangs. I mean, per se, our local gangs, if you will.
Right.
Walking down the hallway with a buddy. All of a sudden, my buddy says, "Are you crazy?" And I said, "Crazy for what?" "You just walked through the BOP." And I was like, "What's the BOP?" "Barrio Outpost. Did you just walk between those 5 guys? You didn't walk around them." I had no idea. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Pecking order.
Right.
They didn't do anything to me. I didn't think it was a big deal. But I'll tell you what, next time I saw these same 5 guys, I wasn't going to walk in between them, because, hey.
You never know what was going to. They're like the autistic kids. You know what's going to trigger them motherfuckers.
Jesus. I don't know about calling a gang. I don't know about putting them in the same.
We all fucking know those dudes now. They know who we are. We're not fucking worried about that shit. We're good. They know we cool. But it's true though. And it's those kind of things, like, there was kids that were just so far out that, bullying kids for money and doing that kind of shit was different.
Yeah, no, that's wrong.
I've never seen anybody do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We still saw when kids when you entered high school, if you were a freshman, you'd get stuffed in a trash can.
I always wanted to do that as a senior, because I'd heard about it for 4 fucking years. Never seen anybody do it. Always wanted to.
I saw it happen to a couple kids.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Matter of fact, they were coming after me. I pointed someone else out. That motherfucker's lighter than me. He's a lot easier. I'll tell you what. I'm going to put up a fight, motherfucker. Go get that guy. But yeah, dude, there was so much shit, dude. Like, and you're right. It's such a, you got to know where you are on the evolutionary chain to know where you are. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, And parents have to understand, like they all went through it too, and that's part of their, bullying is not okay. No, you know what, to some degree it's not. But at the same time, it's a part of fucking life, and you're not going to be able to keep your child away from it.
Yep, because once they get older in the real world, it might not be a physical bullying, but that's
mental.
Exactly. That's how you find your place in society.
I remember
in the workplace.
I remember Milo, he wanted to go to this fucking he always wanted to go to concerts. He was always up my ass about wanting to go to a concert. All right, dude, I'll tell you what. I got tickets to go to I can't remember what.
Rolling Loud?
No, it was the one in LA
the other one.
With Ice Cube and G-Eazy.
Rock the Bells or
Nation something. Anyways, it was one of those, right?
Something Nation.
Yeah. So I said, okay. I said, look, dude. I said it's gonna be at the fucking Forum. I said the Forum is in Inglewood. You're not gonna go with your friend.
right.
It's gonna be me and your uncle. I said, because if you go with your friend and you and your friends think you're all fucking hard from Tehachapi, you know what I mean? You're going to go there and somebody's going to see you trying to act hard and they're going to fucking check you and your friends or something's going to happen and your friends are going to fucking run and you don't know where the fuck you are. You don't even know how to check your GPS at this point because you're fucking shitting your pants about what's happening. I said, so where am I supposed to know where to come pick you up if you go with your friends? I said, let me and your uncle take you. We'll stand in the back. We'll go let you and your friend walk around, whatever. Let you check it out. I said, we won't interfere with whatever. We want to be there for you.
Yeah, you just keep your distance. Yeah.
I said, but you need to go and see what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, cool. So we went when we left, and he was like, okay, I understand. I'm like, good. So you saw it. So yeah, I said, you saw when we walked. I said, we didn't walk side by side when we were trying to get through a crowd. It's one behind each other, and nobody touched anybody. I got everybody out the way, and you went right through. So that's the difference. If you don't know how to maneuver through a crowd, especially in a situation like that, they're all holding blue buckets. I don't know what's going to trigger them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was his first concert?
Yeah, that was.
See, I sent my kids to their first concert by themselves.
Really?
It was a Cheetah Girls concert. But still, a concert's a concert, ain't it, Mingo?
A concert, yeah. No. But you either way, you're gonna find shit out, right? You gotta learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I can't remember if my first one was Queen or Shinedown.
I think it was the Queen one, dude.
Yeah.
You say Queen?
Yeah.
With Adam Lambert?
Yeah.
Wow.
That shit was sick.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's a big rock fan, dude.
Man.
You know, he plays the guitar. He learned.
Yeah, I heard on previous podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Queen.
Yeah.
Because I was in L.A.
Yeah. And you drove up and met them there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just me and him.
I was okay with that, though, because white crazy is different than the kind of crazy we were going to. So
it was still crazy.
Well, that white,
We still managed to get spoken to.
Yeah.
By full-grown adults.
Yeah, but that kind of crazy is more like the alcohol. How should I put this?
Well, I would think the age range on a Queen concert might be, you know,
it might be a little bit different.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, Adam Lambert might be bringing in a younger crowd,
right.
But majority is still going to be, you know, your yacht rockers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said yacht rockers.
He's not wrong.
That's fucking funny. Could have met you a good sugar mama and been on a yacht somewhere.
There you go.
Could have called me and been like, Dad, I'm going to fucking San Tropez. I'll be back in 3 weeks.
I had some crazy lady hit on me at the fucking Shinedown concert.
What happened?
She was drunk.
So?
Yeah.
Fucking spilt her beer on me and was like leaning on me like, oh, hold me. I was like, no, I'm enjoying the show.
Oh, you could have enjoyed it
I
so
was
much
such
more.
a, well,
You should have
if I don't come home, you would have been proud of me.
You
Who the
should have
fuck am I
said,
thinking?
my shirt's wet now because of you. We got to swap shirts.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking my shirt off. I know what I look like.
But the point is to see what she looks like.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You just switch shirt. Well, if she was wearing a bigger shirt than you, probably not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't even think about going there. Okay.
I try to cover all avenues.
Yeah.
Some roads are wider than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was your first concert?
You know, the little concerts that are held here locally. Could have been Stevie B. It could have been Dino.
Oh, yeah.
Could have been the Cover Girls.
I think I saw the Cover Girls at the college.
COD, exactly.
Yeah.
I was there too.
Yeah.
Good times.
Fucking Giorgio Buccini's and fucking
Yes, sir.
Cavaricci's.
Yep.
Man, you don't even know. You missed out on so much, Sebastian. So
Whatever.
much.
It's fine.
Oh
I am
my
who I
God,
am.
dude. I can't believe we dressed like that. Have you seen the new fucking MC Hammer commercials?
The one where he's a baby.
Yeah, and he comes out of the picnic blanket.
Yeah. With his toupee.
Yeah,
That's
that poor
rough.
guy. That poor guy. At least they're making money though. I
That's
guess.
true.
You know what I
So
mean?
true.
What do you think about Cube helping out Trump?
You know, I haven't read the whole story on it, and I kind of see his point of view, but I would understand his point of view more if it wasn't Trump.
Right.
Because we all know that Trump used him. Even though Ice Cube was looking
At the bigger picture.
at the bigger picture, the picture that was going to be right in his face was that tweet that the person in the administration sent out saying, "Thank you, Ice Cube, for helping out Trump's administration." That's all they wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
all they needed
They
to
just
do.
wanted the
Yep.
name drop.
Because they could have done it. They could have done it without ever putting out his name.
Yep.
Or anything like that. And I should have been how he handled it. Hey, I'll do what I can to help you out. I'm gonna, let's get this legislation done. Let's do this. Let's do that. I don't want, you don't have to thank me. Don't put nothing out. Just blah, blah, blah. But you're right. They used him. He got played.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean?
And he got called out for it, and that's why he's pissed off now.
And I gotta kind of tell you though, like I'm a huge Ice Cube fan, always been a huge Ice Cube fan, but it's hard to see it. He needs to stay out of the political game, and because he talks about it, and he talks about how you got to stay true, and you got to do blah blah blah, and you got to do all this and that, and I'm sure that you know it as well as I do, that the person you were when we were listening to, fuck the police when it
Right.
first came out, we're totally different people than we were then. So the same with him. But in his business dealings, he's not Ice Cube, living in Compton in the hood.
Right.
He's got a business suit on, and he's got his act right on, and he's talking correctly with these people to make a business deal. He's not in there saying the N-word. He's not in there cussing. He's not in there doing all that business. He's in there conducting big white business, is for lack of better terms, the way white people do it. And he can't change that game because it is what it is. What he needs, I think his message needs to change, is to teach people or tell people, look, I've been able to become this successful and been able to do it the way I want to do it because I learned how to play the game on their level. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
As opposed to trying to tell people that he did it being hard.
Right. And I would be all for it, or for him, for what he did, had he done it 3 years ago, when we didn't really see,
Right.
sorry to put it this way, the devil that Trump really is.
Right.
So 3 years ago, when we didn't really see it, I can understand him trying to make these deals for what he was trying to go for.
Right.
But now, knowing you're making a deal with the devil, you shouldn't even be walking in that door.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's amazing how, and I'm going to say this, I think some of the things that he's done have been great. I just think that the person that he is and the way he chooses to talk about the things that he's done diminishes the good that he's done. Does that make sense?
Who are you talking about?
Trump.
Oh, you're crazy.
What?
I can't even.
No?
No.
I follow
the
on
good things that he's done.
Yeah.
Giving all the kids beds when he put them in cages.
Uh-oh.
Come
Well,
on.
I said some of the things, but the thing is he does have a fucked up rhetoric, and him saying from the very beginning that, I could shoot somebody on Main Street and they would still give me their
And
votes.
again, that was 3-4 years ago, before we knew
The true devil that he was.
I wouldn't say before we knew, because anyone who read up on him kind of knew it,
Right.
But it just wasn't put in our face at that time.
Yeah, everybody knew he was a sleazy businessman. They just didn't think that he would continue to be that sleazy as president.
Right.
Well, shit, you just gave a power-hungry man that much more power.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen? You know what I
Help
mean?
himself out.
Yeah, and I think some of the shit that he says, and the how blind people are or become right after he says some of the shit he says is fucking amazing to me. Like the mind control or the power fuck that he has over these people.
It's incredible.
Like
in some eyes, he cannot do no wrong.
yeah.
It's always one excuse for him after another.
And it's just it's baffling. But part of it I think too is that and to some degree, and I don't know why, but he embodies the American dream for people of wanting to be rich and successful and all that kind of stuff. I think they look at him and they think that way, but he was born into fucking money.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You know
got
what
a
I mean?
small loan of $1 million.
Yeah, let's talk about somebody that rose up out of nothing and became something. And if that man became president, they'd be like, hey, you know what? That dude's okay. Let's go.
I hear you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he got everything handed to him. I mean, the fact that he opted to pay $750 in taxes just because he was able to pay for an accountant that understood all of the loopholes in the IRS to get him to do that, and was okay with that is wrong.
Yes. You can't hate him for working the system.
Right.
So that $750, I don't necessarily think he did anything illegal. It was legal,
Right.
but that's the
morally,
problem.
Right.
That's the problem. Well, how is something like that? How can something like that be legal?
And if it was legal, and he's talking about making things great, hey, all the loopholes your guy used. Why don't you close them?
Because he makes
doesn't
too
want
much money
to.
that
Yeah,
way.
he doesn't want to close them.
Right.
It's a power trip for him to be able to get over by paying $750.
Absolutely. Fuck, I wish I knew who his tax attorney was. I know I can't afford him, but just the thought of being shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the crazy part. You know what I mean? Like one year I made really good money and I paid a lot more than Trump did in the taxes. I'll tell you that. You know what I mean? And knowing that if I would have had the right person doing my taxes, I could have got money back is kind of like, it's a poke in the eye.
Did you hear that he was able to claim $75,000 for his hair?
Yeah, 70, something like that. Yeah, it was for his old lady's hair, right?
No, it's for his.
Oh my god,
The Cheeto with
Jesus.
hair got money for his hair.
that's some crazy shit. So are you gonna vote this year? Do you vote?
I already did. Yeah.
Did you?
I may vote by mail.
Uh,
I voted. I just went straight to the box. Didn't even bother to look at anything else. Sealed it up. Did the rest of them. Sealed it up. Mailed it off. My daughters came in, joking around. She was looking at it. She goes, I want to see if Kanye's on here.
Oh, yeah.
I said, he's not. And he was.
Yeah.
I could not believe it.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, it was for one of the weird parties that he was the vice president
Yeah,
for.
exactly. I could not believe it.
Too much, dude. Too much. Like I get it, but goddamn, Kanye scares me.
Dude, I think the new saying is instead of going full crazy, you go full Kanye.
You're
Yeah.
right. Jeez Almighty, I couldn't imagine if that dude was president. Holy shit. There would be
His whole campaign slogan would be Kanye loves America more than he loves Kanye.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I couldn't imagine. Although Kim, as first lady, I'd be all right with that.
You're a disappointment.
Wow, she bad, dude. I don't care. I don't care what anybody say. She bad and she's smart. Call me
Okay.
Kim. Be cool.
No comment.
Right?
I love my wife.
As you should, sir. As you should. All right. Well, hey, Tony, thank you so much for hanging out with us and trying us out and coming at us and giving us a shot and letting us know how you felt about wiping your girl's butt, I guess.
Wiping my wife's butt.
Yeah.
And I'll do it anytime she needs it done.
There you go.
She's going to take this as her coupon.
Right? Any final words, Tony?
No, I thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Faster, any final words?
Bye.
All right, guys. See you later. We'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.